All right, we're looking at 7, 8, and 9. This is ladder 3. You're probably on the back side of your paper. And what you're also going to notice as we go through these is that most of the problems on this side are going to have variables on both sides. And what that means is after we do the sign change on 7, that we need to move the variables to the same side. And we always move the smaller number of variables. So -3 is smaller. So I'm going to add its opposite. 5x plus 3x is 8x plus 6 equals -18. So if I'm moving the variables to the left, it means in the next step, I'm going to move the numbers to the right. And I'm going to add -6 to both sides. Notice how I line things up in these two steps so that they match with the things that I'm going to actually add them to. So we get 8x equals -24. And we divide by the coefficient on both sides. And we get x equals -24 divided by 8 is -3. So our first answer is -3. I encourage you to pause the video, rewind it, re-listen to that problem. But if you're ready, we're going to move on to 8. All right, 8. We can already see we have variables on both sides. We're going to do the sign change on the left. If we're careful, because I can tell these problems are going to have a little more work, I might also start to combine like terms, kind of do one step on each side. So 6x plus 2x is 8x plus 4. And then I'm going to do the cleanup on the left side, which is to distribute. So 12x plus 12 times -1 is -12 equals 8x plus 4. Every time I do this, I'm always going to move my variables first. So I'm going to find the smaller variable, which is 8, and I'm going to add its opposite on each side, and I'm going to line it up with its like term. So once I move that over, then I'm going to add the opposite of the constant, which means I'm going to add 12 to both sides. And I'm going to divide. We do occasionally get fractions, but on these two problems that we just did, we don't get fractions. So this one is +4. On the first page, we did see some fraction answers. All right, feel free to pause that if you're still looking through that. Now we're going to look at number 9, though, if you're ready. So I prefer to move the variables so that they stay positive, or move the smaller one. If you don't do that, you're going to get the right answer. It might have extra negatives, but between these two numbers, this one's actually smaller. So I'm going to add the opposite, which is +4x. I also know that I chose this correct because my x's are positive. And again, you're welcome to do it the other way. I can also flip this equation if I don't like it, like this, and then finish solving it flipped and adding the opposite of 4, which is -4. So the answer to this one is x equals -7.